Hello, hello. We are live. Hi, my name is Frank Kramer. I'm the founder of Eat Like a Vegan Chef, and welcome to Cooking with Chef Frank. Today, we are going to cook stuffed portobello mushrooms over red bell pepper sauce. And I'm also going to explain a few dishes about Thanksgiving, in particular the ones we covered last time. Let me just make sure I am on Instagram as well. Okay, welcome Instagram users. Welcome to Cooking with Chef Frank. Welcome Facebook and YouTube. Welcome to Cooking with Chef Frank. Again, I'm the founder of Eat Like a Vegan Chef. And today we're going to cook stuffed portobello mushrooms over red bell pepper sauce. Welcome. Wow, everyone's coming in fast. Hi, Jana. Hi, Devonda. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Arifa. How are you guys doing? And on Instagram, Rocafort. Hi. And Vegan2 joined. Welcome. Welcome. If you don't mind introducing yourself, so I know you're there. It's always more fun to see who's watching, and so we can interact with each other. Put my glasses on so I can see. Hi, Darlene. Okay, good. So again, today I'm going to cook stuffed portobello mushrooms. But before I start cooking, I have one announcement to make, actually two. You know, just to explain to everyone else who is joining new, I help people who want to lose weight to stop dieting and to adopt a whole food plant-based lifestyle. That's what I do. Very simple and straightforward. We follow the super-free lifestyle. We will get into that during, a little bit later. But the main announcement is that we are having another challenge. And the challenge will start November 29th. That's the Sunday after Thanksgiving. And you can sign up now as we speak. You can sign up on my website, eatlikeaveganchef.com. There is a little banner on top. You can click that. And you can sign up there. The challenge is free. And you can join at any time. Okay. Hi, Kimeta. Hi, Therese. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Carmen. Okay. Who do we have here? Scooterbug and Rocafort, we saw. Yep. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, good. Hi, Susan. Yes, Stacy. Everyone sign up. You won't regret it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, great. Yeah, well, we got to touch base on the last challenge. The last challenge was absolutely incredible, and I'm not making it up. You can check the reviews on the website, eatlikeaveganchef.com/reviews. It's just amazing, absolutely amazing. And I'm not trying to tweet my own horn. It's a community of like-minded individuals who only have one goal in mind. Everyone wants to live a healthy lifestyle. Everyone wants to eat healthy and change their not so healthy eating habits to better eating habits. So that's all we do, and the challenge is just perfect for that. The challenge is also a great stepping stone into joining the Eat Like a Vegan Chef membership. Actually, quite a lot of members who did the challenge joined the membership, and everyone is quite happy so far. But again, don't take my word for it. Just check out the reviews, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. So that's it. Again, hello everyone, and let's start cooking. Okay, that's a good question. Um, all members can take all the challenges, or as many challenges as they want. It's always free, and I will send you an email. All the members will get an email that you can sign up for the challenge, and everyone is going to be in the same vicinity. So basically, we are communicating among the challenge, within the challenge, during the challenge. Whether we are members or not, we are all in one. And that's why it's so important that once you sign up for the challenge, you should go back into the Eat Like a Vegan Chef Challenge Facebook group, where we communicate the challenge, whatever is going on in the challenge. It's a little confusing right now because all the members are in a separate group right now, where we communicate. But when we do a challenge, we all go into a different Facebook group where we mingle with everyone who is joining the challenge. So that is only to support everyone and to give everyone a better time. So it's very, very important. Okay, Anjana, so the question was, do lifetime members automatically sign up for the challenge? Absolutely. Every member is already signed up for the challenge. You will see it in the membership area. It is not there yet because we're going live about a day or two before Thanksgiving. But again, that's when you can have access to the challenge. But as a member, you always have access to all the modules in the challenge. So that's the beauty of it. And everyone who is joining the challenge but is not a member, you only have access to the 7 days, and we'll go from there. Then you have a chance to join. Great. Okay, let's get cooking. Hi, Mary. Long time no see. Hi, Jean. Good. Okay, let's start cooking, okay? Again, thank you for joining me today. I'm really happy that you came today, and let's start cooking. Today, I'm going to do portobello mushrooms. I got some small portobello mushrooms here, but beautiful. So I'm going to stuff them today. I'm going to bake them also in the oven. And that's also a very nice dish for Thanksgiving, probably as an addition to all the other main courses. Okay, good. Let me start cleaning. So with the portobello mushrooms, it is really up to you. You could take out the brown stuff here, and it's you don't have to do it. You can, but you don't. So I'm just gonna cut it right here. You see, and then it's up to you if you want to remove it or not. And if you want to remove it, you just simply use a spoon and you carve it out just like that. Okay, I have two cameras here. Okay, this is the way you just go with your spoon along here, and then you remove it. You can remove it basically all the way down to the mushroom cup, but you don't really have to. See, you cannot even see this. Same thing here. Okay, so you see, it's completely clean now. It's really up to you if you want to do it or not. Obviously, in the restaurant, we always take it out. Okay. So what you can do is with the mushroom, you could actually grill it before you use it. I don't use it, I don't grill it because I'm going to stuff it and then I'm going to put it in the oven. So I bake it in the oven. But what I do is I'm going to give it a little design, so to speak. This I'm going to cut it. Be careful when you do that, you don't cut your fingers. And this will make sure that the mushroom cooks evenly. Okay, so you have to be very careful with your knife. I'm just going to cut just the top of the mushroom. I don't go too deep in, otherwise you're going to break it. And then I'm going to put it in a bowl, just like that. And now I'm going to prepare my filling. Okay, so for that I'm going to saute onions and garlic, as I always do. And for everyone who is new, I always cook without oil. That's part of a whole food plant-based lifestyle. We don't use oil. And I'm sorry, I was reading one of the comments. So we don't use oil because it's just not healthy for you, contrary to what everyone else is saying. But we will get to this in the challenge. So if you want to learn more about cooking without oil, join the challenge, and we'll go through this. You will be pleasantly surprised to learn more about that. So as you can see, I don't have oil in here. That's a very dry pan. But what I do have, I have always water here. So when I want the onions a little, I want them to caramelize. Obviously, that's not for every application. Some applications I want the onions just translucent, but in this case, I want them to caramelize so I get more flavor in for my filling. Another garlic here. Okay, we have a little storm outside, so that's why I had to go and take a look there. What's going on? Okay, let me see if we have any comments here. Okay. Okay, the recipe is not yet in the portal. No, but it will be by this afternoon. Okay, so my onions and garlic cook. That is so nice, Deb. Okay, Deb is saying, I have to admit, I was quite skeptical about the sautéing with no oil, but I find that I prefer that now. Thank you, thank you. Here's the thing. If you eat the Western diet, then, for instance, when you usually cook, you put about a tablespoon or two of oil in your food, and just imagine, you cook your chicken, for instance, you cook that in oil, and then you want to saute your vegetables and your potatoes, whatever it is. You want to saute them in butter or in margarine or in butter as well. It's all the same. It's all fat. So you're putting about 3-4 tablespoons of oil in your food every time you cook. A pound of oil has about 4,000 calories. It's the highest calorie dense food on the planet, so to speak. And so just imagine how much calories you add to each and every of your meals. So let's say you take the chicken away. So you're saving the saturated fat, what you have in a chicken and a steak and a fish, wherever it is in. So you're leaving this out. No, you're only cooking with vegetables. Then you still have some, if you would cook with oil, you still have 1 tablespoon is about 200 calories. If you use 2 or 3, you're adding 400 or 600 calories alone just for the oil. And oh, my onions are caramelizing nicely. And so by doing this, you're adding 500 calories to your meal, which you don't even taste. So by omitting the oil, you're leaving 400, 500, 600 calories on the table, and that's you can eat in vegetables. Isn't that cool? That's why we don't count calories. This is that's it. It's very simple. By omitting the oil, we don't have to count calories because our meals are never more than 500-600 calories. We have a lunch. If you get to 1,000 calories, that is really a lot. I cannot see how you get there because we only cook with vegetables. For instance, the highest rated vegetable in calories is avocados or fatty foods, nuts and stuff. But in our weight loss program, we omit the avocados in the beginning. So most vegetables have about between 100 and 400 calories, and that's per pound. So just imagine how much you have to eat 1 pound of vegetable. And it's okay to eat 2 pounds of vegetables. So let's say, broccoli has 100 calories. You can eat a pound, and you literally have more protein than a steak because broccoli has more protein per pound than steak. So obviously, you eat a lot of broccoli, but that's just an example. And so from that point of view, you can eat whatever you want, and there's no calorie counting because we omit the fat. And if you join the challenge, you will learn about the SOPA ingredients, which are 5 ingredients which we omit in our plant-based lifestyle. So, and you will get to know them if you join the challenge. So, okay, let's continue. I'm going to add bell peppers. And I'm going to add a cup of black beans. So I put about half an onion in here, 2 garlic cloves, half a bell pepper, and 1 cup of black beans. I'm sauteing this. It's going to look beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of chili, and half a teaspoon of oregano. And now I'm going to add, I have a rice mixture, which is brown and red rice, organic brown and red rice. You can use any kind of rice mixture you like, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to add about a cup as well. I'm going to add, just want to show you, add a little bit of water to it. And you see my pan is clean. I don't know if you can see this, but nothing is sticking to it. Good. Turn on the oven. And now I'm going to put, add about 1.5 cups of spinach, which I sliced previously, just to make sure it's nice and fine. So. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it, but you don't have to add salt. That's optional. That looks beautiful. Should really cut this little. Okay. Okay, that's good now. And now I'm going to add flax meal to it, which is binding the entire mixture. And depending on how much liquid you have in here, the more flax meal you have to put in. I put about 2 tablespoons. If you have to add a little more, it doesn't matter. Flax meal is very healthy for you. Should be on your daily, should be included in your daily meals. Beautiful. Going to add just a little bit more. You see? No, it's coming together, and it's sticking, sort of. Okay. If you want to add a little heat to it, some Tabasco, hot sauce, or anything, that would be perfect. You can also put some pepper flakes in there. That's great too. Good. Now we want to fill the mushrooms. Now a big ice scooper would be perfect, or if you have a little cup, that's even better. I don't have it here right now. Maybe this will work. Yeah. That's a half a cup measure, and you can just mold it with a spoon. Can you see me? Yeah. Okay. Next one. Okay. So that's how the mushrooms look like. And now I'm going to put them in the oven and bake them for about 25 minutes. And in the meanwhile, we're going to cook the red bell pepper sauce. Clean my board here. Okay. So I have a whole red pepper here. I'm just going to cut it in big pieces. I'm going to cut out the white. It doesn't have flavor. When you do that, you gotta watch your finger. Always cut away from yourself. Very important. Never cut towards you. Always cut away from yourself. I'm just gonna cut it in big pieces because I want to saute them, and after I saute them with some onions, we will put them in the blender and we finish the sauce. Let me see if we have any questions so far. The temperature is 400 in the 375 in the oven. 375. Which is less in calories, rice or quinoa? I think quinoa. I am frying in water. You cannot fry in water. I'm frying in water, then air fried. I mean, you mean sautéing. You're sautéing and then air fry. You can do that, absolutely. That's actually a great idea to put it in the air fryer. Yeah, that's a perfect way to do the mushrooms in the air fryer. Excellent. Good that you mentioned it. Okay, does anyone else has issues with the live stream right now? Because someone is saying the screen is frozen. If you can give me a thumbs up, or let me know if everything is okay with the live stream. Okay, Devonda, I'm going to cook it. Thank you, Susan. We are going to cook it for about 25 minutes in the oven. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to prepare the pepper sauce. And again, I start with onions, or half an onion. Because right now I'm only cooking for 1 or 2 people. I have 2 mushroom cups which are filled, and the sauce is just enough for the 2. So what I'm doing right now is for 2 people. I'm going to start sauteing the onions, and I do not want my onions to caramelize, so I got to watch. I'm going to add water to it so that they only become translucent. The question earlier about the rice, which has more calories or not. When it comes to a whole food plant-based lifestyle, it doesn't matter what kind of food, if the rice has more calories or the quinoa, it doesn't really matter. What matters is how many fibers the food has. That's very, very important. If your food doesn't have fiber, then you should be worried about calories. But if you have fibers in your food, which brown rice has, for instance, white rice doesn't have too many fibers, so you should not eat too much white rice. But there was my oven. But brown rice does have a lot of fibers, and quinoa has a lot more fibers. So from that point of view, fibers are essential for us. That is very, very important. And the more fibers you eat, the more weight you lose. You see the onions becoming nicely translucent, even without oil. So now I'm going to add my peppers. Okay. Yes, oatmeal and flax meal have a lot of fibers. Yeah. Okay. No questions so far. Quinoa has 4 more calories than brown rice. Yeah, but what is 4 more calories? It's, rice, brown rice or rice in itself is a staple in so many countries in the world. So I wouldn't say that one is healthier than the other one. It's preference. If you prefer quinoa, quinoa uh, is a complete protein. So from that point of view, it's perfect. Okay, it's better than rice, that's for sure. But again, we're not only eating one vegetable. Remember, two vegetables make one complete protein in most cases. And for instance, brown rice and beans is one complete protein. So you don't have to worry that you don't get your protein as long as you eat a variety of foods. And we will go through this in the challenge in detail, what type of foods you should have and how much of it, and why you would be losing weight. So we actually cover quite a bit in our challenge, and most of our members, which are actually here today in this live stream, there's quite a few members, they will tell you that we go in detail through almost everything what's important when it comes to whole food plant-based lifestyle. And I think we take it another level. It is not just a whole food plant-based lifestyle. We live by the super free lifestyle. We call it the super ingredients. And that is so important. A little bit water to it because I want the peppers to cook a little bit more to get soft, just al dente. Do we save the inside of the mushrooms to use later? You could, but I toss them. You could. Thank you, Stacy. For instance, it's you could actually use the mushrooms, the inside of the mushrooms. You could use it for a gravy. Remember, we did a mushroom gravy the other day. You could use the inside of the mushrooms for gravy, which is perfect for that. We did the other day a gravy where we used dried shiitake mushrooms, and you could use any type of mushrooms. You know, you could use the endings, the strongs from the mushrooms, and then make a gravy out of it, which is perfect. Okay, the peppers are almost done. Yeah, and by the way, thank you, Devonda. By the way, when we do the challenge, I will be live almost on a daily basis. So you will never be, you know, without, you know, how can I say that? Without me, I'm always there. So I take pride in taking care of my members. Even if you're not a member yet, even if you do the challenge, I do take care of everyone, because it's very important to me that whether you join the challenge for free or you join as a member, I want you to get as much as possible out of it. Very, very important to me. And that's why I do the challenge. So, and it's really, it is not your average challenge. And I think everyone else can tell you that. We do so many things in our challenge that it's really a commitment. If you want to do the challenge, you got to take a few minutes a day, just a few minutes, to either read what's going on in the library, or listen to the live stream, and or read the recipes, check out the menu planner, so you can learn as much as possible about this lifestyle. And it's for everyone who wants to improve their lifestyle, or their health. So that's why I do this. Okay, for the pepper sauce, that's a good question, Liana. If I add any more spices to it, just a little bit of salt and pepper, that's it. Sweet pepper sauce is, I really want to take the simplicity, the flavor of the peppers. It will complement the portobello mushrooms so nicely. You will see it. So don't do too much to it. I want to get just the flavor out of it, and that's what Eat Like a Vegan Chef is all about. It's just simplicity. I don't cook complicated dishes. I cook dishes everyone can do, but I'm going to teach you how to get the best flavor out of each product. And that's why it is so, it's so important to keep it simple. I don't cook dishes which no one can understand. And that's very important to me. Good. So it's almost time to put this in a blender. Now I'm going to put it in my bullet. You can put it in your Vitamix or wherever you want to put it in. I'm just going to rest it a few more minutes just to let it cool out. Let's blow my mushrooms down. Yeah, and not yet. Let's see if we have any questions here. Okay. Thank you, Karen. That's very nice of you. Okay, yeah. She's saying Chef puts his heart and soul in everything. It's very important to me that, if whoever wants to join, that I want to make sure that everyone is taken care of. I don't want that anyone is sitting on the side and watching us and, having issues, not cooking alongside, or learning everything what everyone else is learning. It's very important to me, and I have no issues if someone cannot, has issues. Let's say you cannot participate in week 1 or week 2 or week 3. So that's fine. Then I'll get back to the member and we'll discuss what we need to do. And I cannot tell you how many times I did that in the last 6-7 weeks. And even during the challenge, if someone is not able to do this or that, there's always things we can do to, go around it. But important to me is that everyone is taken care of, and everyone, gets the most out of this experience. Very important to me. Okay, Anjana, you're saying that last week's dishes were a bit hard. Okay, you guys were asking for it. So you guys asked me for Thanksgiving dishes. Thanksgiving is never easy. Thanksgiving, you don't want to cook the regular food what we cook throughout the entire year. So you guys asked me and I gave you. But that doesn't mean that they will always be difficult. It's as I said, I'm gonna make it as simple as possible. But when you guys ask me for elaborate dishes or just a little bit more upscale, I will deliver. That's for sure. And same with Christmas, we do have some nice recipes coming up. But otherwise, during the year, the recipes will be simple, seasonal, very, very important. We cook seasonal dishes in order to be sustainable, very important. And it's also you get more nutrients to that. So just imagine if you get your strawberries from, if you live in the eastern coast and you get your strawberries from the west coast, then your strawberries are traveling 4,000 miles on a truck, and that's going to take a week. So the longer your fruit or vegetables stay on the truck, the less nutrients they have by the time they get into your refrigerator. So during spring and fall, you always want to try to buy your fruit and vegetables from your farmer's market, because most of the time they are organically grown. You have to check with the farmer, but they do take pride in it. And these vegetables these fruit and vegetables have more nutrients because they haven't been on a truck. I can, working in a restaurant for over 30 years, I know when the vegetables leave the farmer and when they reach the supermarket. Most of the time, you have between 7 and 10 days. So that means that food only has maybe 2 or 3 days shelf life in a supermarket. And you know how many times a food is there, you go Monday and then you go back Friday and you see the same fruit there and it's getting brown or it's getting, wilted. That's what's happening. That's what's happening with the food, what we get. That's why it's so important to eat seasonal. Okay, Deb is asking, she roasted beets and she didn't peel them right away. No, that's actually perfect, because if you roast them and you keep the skin on, you keep all the nutrients inside the beets, so the juice doesn't leak out right away. That was perfect. You can always peel them later. No, you don't have to peel them right away. So it wasn't a mistake. Perfect. That's great. I like to, whatever fruit or vegetable I have, I like to, in most cases, I like to roast it with the skin on, so I retain the nutrients. Okay, so now I'm adding my peppers to my blender. In this case, I use a NutriBullet. And you see I have my liquid in here. That's important because I want to make it saucy. Okay. Okay, you can actually make it a lot more red if you use less water. So keep this in mind. Okay, so I have a little surprise here. Before I go into dish the mushrooms, I'm going to prepare butternut because we were cooking butternut the other day and I have a little bit left over. I'm just removing the skin from the butternut. So this is my butternut, what I had left over from the other day. This is what a whole food plant-based lifestyle is all about, using the ingredients you have. If you have, like in this case, I had butternut left over, I'm going to utilize it. And we always have something left over. So I'm going to mash it up. I'm going to make sort of mashed butternut. Oh, that's beautiful. And then I'm going to heat it up. Just going to heat it up in the microwave. Okay, I think my mushrooms are ready. Yep. Okay, let's plate. And I don't add anything to it. You could, if you like, you could add cinnamon to it. You could add cumin, whatever you like. I just want to keep it as is. So this I'm going to use as a base for my mushrooms. Okay, that's one base. That's another one. So that's basically, you know, very simple butternut puree. And now I'm using my bell pepper sauce. Okay, and that's it. Okay, add some basil. Works perfectly. And it tastes very nice. It tastes. Okay. So these are your stuffed portobellos. Very simple. You have your little base. Okay, so that's it. A very simple dish. It looks nice, in my opinion, but it's you know, it's very simple to make, and you have a variety of foods on here. Okay, let's see if we have any questions here. Okay, I see Instagram is going to be finished. They only let me video for about an hour, and the hour is almost done. So again, so Instagram is going to be finished in a second. Thank you so much for visiting me today, and that's it. That's only for Instagram viewers. Thank you so much. If you like to get more information, just go to eatlikeaveganchef.com, and thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, Facebook and YouTubers, I hope you liked the presentation today. It was, you know, very simple dish, and I always try to keep it simple but delicious, and that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. You know where to reach me. I'm always reachable on Facebook. You can reach me through Messenger or email. And okay, one question here. What did you chop up and sprinkle? Basil. Basil, yeah. Basil really fits well with bell peppers. Thank you, Liana. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Good. Okay, so that's it for me. And if you have any questions, you know where to get me. And are there? I don't understand your question, Arjana. Okay, good. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see the members. I'm going to see Sunday for batch cooking. And everyone else, I'll see you back next week, Thursday, 1 o'clock. And hope you have a good week. Stay safe, be well, and think plant-based, okay? Have a good day.